So we're gonna crank out the last 2 episodes of Daredevil, or 3 maybe. Probably not actually. Not gonna watch 3. Probably watch an episode or 2 of Daredevil. Almost done with it. What we have here is Tuscan vegetables, which is gonna be really good in the marinara sauce. It's like 6 grams of fat and like 18 carbs. We have 7 of the 35% less chicken nuggets, and then we have the whole thing of this rice pilau. And I mixed it all together, and this is gonna be so good with the chicken nuggets. Oh my god! What is going on, guys? Headed to the gym like normal. I thought I'd kind of update you on how I'm getting used to the city, how I'm, navigating my way around DC. I have gotten lost a little bit, which is a little interesting because cities, although they seem confusing, aren't that confusing because it's just a giant grid. So for example, it'll always go like in numbers like 15th Street, 16th Street, 17th Street, and then on the oh my god, my backpack's falling open. Oh my god. Oh my god. The struggles of having to take everything with you in a backpack to work. Okay, so like I was saying, the city is not that confusing, or cities in general. So basically, like, north to south would be like numbers like 15th, 16th. But it's kind of odd because they'll, every now and then they'll throw in like a state, like a Connecticut or things like that. And then east to west will be letters of the alphabet. Fun fact, there's no J Street in DC, and I actually looked it up. In the 19th century, I's and J's were not very distinguishable when written, so there's no J Street. But I am getting used to walking around, doing a lot of walking. Like I said in another video, I probably do a mile and a half a day because I have to walk from my apartment to the metro, from the metro to work, from work to the gym, from the gym to the metro. And then any other walking, if I go to like restaurants or anything like that. If I want to stop by some food, it's more walking. Walking while doing this in DC is, obviously I didn't have to do it as much in Richmond because I didn't really walk around the city as much, so here I do a lot of walking, so people are kind of like, what's that freak doing? But it's gonna be accessory day today. Probably some front squats and deadlifts. Huh. One more thing. As I've said in previous videos, I definitely think the city is the place to be for people when you graduate. I mean, obviously college town, but like afterwards, unless you're like settling down with a family or something, I don't know why. Me personally, I wouldn't want to be in like the suburbs. You know, if I want to go out on the weekends, I don't want to have to drive 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So I think being in the city is a great environment for in your 20s. You get experience a lot of things, meet a lot of people, there's lots to do, lots of places to go. Just always something happening if you want to do it, or you can be like a hermit crab like myself and just hang out inside a lot of the time. But embrace the city, love this city. Woo! Wrist mobility is something that I work on a consistent basis, and this is something you can definitely do if you're having issues with the front squat. The biggest piece of advice I can give you if you are having kind of wrist mobility, wrist flexibility issues on the front squats, it's hurting a lot, is to simply do more front squats. If you go back to a super old video that I made, it was called Front Squats Are Stupid, and it took me a long time to get comfortable enough with this movement to be able to do it without like agonizing pain in my wrist. And I'm still getting better at it. I'm still not a master at it. If you'll see here, I do a lot of different finger placements around the bar. Like here, I'm using 3 fingers, and it's kind of a little wider of a stance. And I'm not a huge fan of this, but I need to practice it more. My favorite location for finger placement is going to be directly next to my shoulders. As you see here, I'm going a little wider out, and as soon as I unrack it, I'm like, not up in here. And then I put it basically touching my shoulders. And do I think this is the most optimal location for everyone? No, because if you'll notice, I'm using 2 fingers and my index and middle finger almost wrapping around the bar. And when you get into the heavier weight, it's really going to be kind of a bad placement for your fingers because it's going to make me kind of tip the weight forward or tip my elbows down when I'm coming back up from the movement. So it's definitely something I'm working on, and I say it a lot. That's because I do work on it a lot. So we are working on 275 pounds for triples here. This is going to be 75% of my 365 max, and then we moved on to some deadlifts for 75% of my 600.
One thing about my programming is that I do pretty much every movement twice a week. So I'll either do some sort of squat variant twice a week, whether it be regular back squats, pause squats, or front squats. I'll do that twice a week. I will do deadlifts variations twice a week, whether it be from the floor or from the block pulls. So this is like my dynamic day where I'll combine both the squat movement and the deadlift movement into the day, and I work a little bit more on volume. And now 3 reps for 6 sets is not a crazy amount of volume in terms of continuous volume on the sets, like only 3 reps, and I'll do even doubles or singles sometimes. But because I do these movements twice a week, I really think it's aiding me in my strength. In terms of hypertrophy, it's probably not the best way to go about it, but that is why I focus on the accessory movements. Really, like on the deadlift, I've always preached that the deadlift is not something I used for hypertrophy. Obviously, I use it strictly for strength. So 400, and I believe this is 455 pounds. Could be even 475 for some triples here. But I wanted to talk to you guys about intensity. And when you go from maybe a front squat to a deadlift or like to a hamstring curl, a lot of the times you can change your intensity levels. So while you may be super amped up for the deadlift and you get super psyched and you can rip the weight off the floor, as soon as you kind of go into like your lat pull downs, you go into your your rows, things like that, you'll be like, okay, I'm done with the deadlifts, I'm done with the squats, now I just have to get the rest of my workout over. And it's really, I think that's where a lot of people kind of can fail in their strength goals, because they're putting so much intensity into their main movements and they go into their accessory movements just to kind of get them out of the way. And definitely something that you want to kind of learn to work around. So again, no matter the movement, put the same intensity that you would into the deadlift into like your cable row right here, because that is how you're going to see the most amount of growth. That's going to be how you see the most amount of strength progress, I really think, because these movements, although they are not the deadlift, although they are not the squat, have such amazing carryover both in terms of your body hypertrophy and your strength. These movements are going to help you get stronger, so put just as much emphasis on these lying leg curls as you do the deadlift. And I know that sometimes it is not that easy, but I think carrying that intensity throughout the movements or throughout all of your workout will be really beneficial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to wrap this commentary up. I am extremely sick. It is about 2 in the morning right now, and I am doing this commentary. I think yesterday I've kept down about 50 calories the entire day. I'm not even kidding. It's been a miserable day. I've been extremely sick, so I still want to get this video out for you. I'm feeling a little better right now. I'm sitting in the dark doing this commentary. I want to make sure I got this video up for Monday. So thank you all, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow if I'm not still sick.
Package. Got another pair of Nike Flyknits. Just kidding. What I got is some shoes that I have been searching for a while, because you've seen these before, but those are the wrong size, and they literally went off of the interwebs, and they finally have my size. I think this might be the last pair of 10.5s on planet Earth. So these are Colton, my middle name, wingtip shoes. So sweet. Been wanting a gray leather shoe for a while. Now I know a lot of these shoes and clothes that I get do not appeal to everyone. Keep in mind, everyone's gonna have a different style of what they like, and also keep in mind, I'm 25 years old, and y'all may think that a lot of this is grandpa style, as you call it, but when you have a desk job, you have to dress up every single day, so why not, get some clothes that fit, get some cool looking clothes, to me. Or you can just wear baggy slacks and oversized, button downs if you want, and some square toe black shoes if you want. But I like to switch it up. These are super dope. These are the Colton wingtips. They're destiny, because they're my middle name.
Sometimes things get out of hand and your room turns into a tornado. I've been trying to get this color of this shoe, by the way. So these are beeswax Clark's Desert Boots, and I ordered beeswax Clark's Desert Boots, and apparently this is the new beeswax, which doesn't make sense. And then I ordered the dark brown, and that still is not the right color. So I'm on the hunt for those shoes, but a new pair. So So we can do it again. Ready? All right. So, way better. Looking fancy. I love driving. I miss it so much. I love my car, Jeep, it's not a car. I just love like bumping music while I'm cruising. Obviously no one likes driving traffic, but I enjoy like long drives. And hopefully soon I'll have some driving to do in the next couple months. Woo! There is the Pentagon. Fun fact, it's shaped like a pentagon.